We've got breaking Kanye news.
Did he do something? Wait, today breaking?
As of 29 seconds ago, he is selling leather KKK outfits.
Wait, like with a full hood?
Like black leather.
Okay, then that's not a Klan outfit.
Well, don't tell him that. He seems to think
it means something different.
Yeah.
He's big into the it means something different thing these days.
Oh, yeah.
Except then he'll also be like, I love Hitler.
Yes, exactly. And
he's like, I love everything about the Ku Klux Klan except for their color choices.
Except for the main part.
The fabric was all wrong.
Yeah. That was their main problem.
I love that they were Kanye is now actually doing Mr. Showbits.
Totally.
It's the new Klan.
Well,
it's completely different.
And it's funny because if you were to wear a black leather Klan robe, that just seems incredibly hot, you know?
Yeah,
so,
especially around a fire.
He's at least making races sort of miserable by proxy.
I will say he's doing all this crazy shit. I think he's like trying to make a bid for himself as like a shock comedian.
Yes.
Like he's been comparing himself to Anthony Jeselnik like relentlessly.
Yeah.
And like his whole thing is like being like, I'm almost on Jeselnik level with this KKK rally or something.
Well, he does think he's funny.
Yeah.
He absolutely
Yes.
thinks he's funny.
Yeah. Just, you know, we're going to...
Is this making comedy legal or is this like what?
I mean,
what level of like
we'll
out of touch
see.
rich guy trying to make
His descent into madness will be worth it for the one Klan member who shows up in one.
Yeah,
yes,
And it's
absolutely.
just like, come on, Josh, stop trying to stunt.
How much?
Josh!
Is it? How much is it? How much is it?
It's still just a prototype, but he said coming soon.
He's never gonna fucking make it.
Well,
I mean, he made those swastika shirts, right?
Well,
Well, it's a
made
different thing. I mean, that's
That's a lot
to print a
easier.
swastika. You just need sticker mule and like
And a friend who can keep a secret.
no, we got to talk about some shoe leather reporting that Sam and I did in just a moment, but just to fill people in case you don't know. So, Ye and Ty Dolla $ign put out a song last year called Carnival,
Who I feel bad for because he doesn't seem like a bad guy, and I gotta understand that with Ty Dolla $ign, Kanye comes to him to be like, "Let's do an album." He can't really say no. He's not in the position to say no.
Ty seems like the classic guy who's not online enough to know what's happening around him.
Yeah,
I think he
And then
is.
he's like, hey man, what's with the swastika shirt?
he is a classic. If you asked him, he'd be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, like they're dock workers who just fast forward through the politics of Joe Rogan, and they're just, come on, get back to the dick jokes. What are we doing?
Get back to the alien stuff.
Get back to talking about mushrooms and Bigfoots. But they put out a record together last year. Multiple too. Vultures 1
I like
and
how
Vultures
we're
2.
aggressively defending the integrity of Ty Dolla $ign.
He seems
He's a
like a
good
good
guy.
guy. He's a family man.
Well,
He's a damn family
he's a
man.
singer first and a friend second.
well, I just wanted to get to the fact that, like, first of all, the song that was a hit, relatively speaking, off the record is called Carnival, which starts off like basically it's very like Volkreich, like a bunch of German guys chanting, "Head so good, she honor roll. She'll ride the dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go, go, go." But it is literally a bunch of German guys going, "Head so good. She done did
It's like actual Germans.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Germans chanting and fucking Black Eagle banners and like very, very Nazi coded at the beginning. And that's the current YouTube video. And the song also features Playboy Cardi. And this is where I think it kind of...
I don't feel bad for him.
No,
he could have said
he's-
no.
he's
at a point where he could have said no.
Definitely. But last week, Cardi put out his record called I Am Music, and Kanye produced the song Backdoor, which features Kendrick Lamar. And I think there's been this sort of thing where
I saw that tweet.
yeah. So Kendrick is on 3 of the songs on this record, and Kanye got on Twitter to claim that Jewish businessmen kept him off of the album, which is just expected from him, but also kind of funny to imagine. Just a bunch of guys in business suits like, no, we can't have this.
It's just weird.
We need to make Kanye look bad.
Yeah.
It's also if someone like like Kanye taking shots at Kendrick Lamar. It's like you saw what he did to Drake. Like, and there's so much shit against Kanye.
This is my thing about that is that at this point where Kendrick is at in his career, where Kanye is at in his career, him talking shit, it's like he's never going to respond because it's like fighting a homeless guy in the parking lot of 7-Eleven. Like everybody looks bad.
He'll throw some
do not engage.
subliminals at him.
Maybe.
He'll throw some lines at him in another song.
Until Kanye's like, you beat your wife. I know. I know that too, or whatever.
I mean, I want to watch Kanye lose a rap battle. Like the secret, like Kanye's music, at least for the last decade, it's not typically like him being hyper lyrical. It's just like how good he rides the beat.
Yeah.
Right.
Like old, fuck it, the old Kanye.
Yeah, of course,
absolutely. Probably be a fun battle.
Yeah.
But now it would just be Kendrick being like dissecting his divorce.
Right. It would just be mean. Like I don't see a world where he like really responds in a direct way.
You
but
lost everything.
this is kind of sad, man.
But
Your
like,
wife owns your kid's name.
but with like a marching band, and it's during the Super Bowl.
They schedule it for next year just to make fun of.
They're like pulling a Conan, where it's like, can you do the next 6 Super Bowls?
Yeah.
I will say pedophile rides a beat a lot easier than anti-Semite. Like,
This is true.
it's going to be more of a challenge.
3 syllables versus 4. You know,
Yeah.
rule of threes.
So he went on to say that he had to scrap his and Playboi Carti's collaborative album they had planned. It was called Cardi Yay, of course. And
God damn it.
but
Why is the greatest white supremacist black?
so all of this kind of leads up to, he's kind of just starting shit with all these former collaborators and, peers and things like that. And all of this leads up to March 16th, when Ye tweets the following.
St. Patty's Day.
This is our holiday.
He says, Ye is putting together a choir to give the sound of the Vulture's #1 song, Carnival. Okay.
So he's looking for Germans.
Yeah, well, so he's already got like the music video for it, but I guess he's, I don't know if he thinks he's going on tour with this.
Well, he's doing Sunday service again.
I mean, he's doing a blitzkrieg, frankly.
No, he's doing new Sunday service, and the new logo is literally an SS.
The SS logo.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Amazing.
And so
Jesus.
here's what you got to be. You have to be. He's calling for all males.
Okay.
All right? No fat people.
Oh, shit.
I know. We're out, guys. We're
That FHT or PHT?
Or even if it's FAT, like 2 T's.
He doesn't say thick. I could come up and be like, hey, I'm not fat. I'm thick, baby.
No fat people.
No fat people.
No fat people.
This is like a middle schooler's like senior prom party request that no one comes to. No fatties.
No fatties.
All hot girls.
That definitely went through a process where someone was like, you can't say fatties.
Yeah.
You got to humanize them. Fat people.
The Jewish businessmen in charge of this were like, hey, you gotta
No rotund individuals.
we gotta use medical terminology here.
And-
No
anyone-
corpulent humans.
Anyone offended by that joke, I don't have a neck right now, so I can say it.
So another requirement: the skin complexion of Sean Combs and darker.
Okay, good.
All right,
Sure.
let's bring him into this.
Finally, the ultimate paper bag test.
So no one like Common.
Yeah.
Christ. Dark.
They say he says they must have shaved heads or be willing to shave head if approved.
Okay.
You're approved.
Yeah, and by the way, he did say that he's looking for volunteers. I want to stress that this is
They're not even being paid.
this is unpaid labor. So this is
How long is the unpaid labor for?
we'll get there.
Oh,
Next, must be comfortable wearing swastikas. All right.
This is a non-negotiable. This is a must.
And
Man.
Sam brought up this point in a piece of media that we'll speak to in just a moment, but only in LA is there people desperate enough to be like, all right, all right.
I moved out here with all I got. So this is
unpaid, but it's Kanye, but I have to dress like a Nazi.
I'll be talking.
Yeah,
I'll be on a talk show
yeah.
and we'll talk about it later, like it was a funny thing that happened.
I'll be on the
Yeah.
Netflix doc
Yeah.
when he does something.
I'll be talking to a floating head of Seth Meyers, and it'll be like, I wore a swastika on the Kanye video. Isn't that crazy? Now I'm a superstar.
I like that it says comfortable, not willing. No. Let's see you like sink into it.
Yeah.
Able to deal with it.
I'm going to say I wear the swastika. The swastika doesn't wear me. All right.
He says, "We are accepting members from all over the globe, but the base will be in Los Angeles." Now, here's the thing. He says the casting is at 4317 Beverly Boulevard.
Okay, what day?
March, again, volunteer, March 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Oh, they
from
extended it. Okay.
from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Okay, but you got to imagine that they don't want you there every day. That's so they can go through the clearly 100,000 people who are comfortable wearing a swastika who are darker than Sean Combs.
Yeah, well,
Right.
and
not fat.
They're not bad.
and we should say this is about a 5-minute drive from where we're sitting right now. So I was obviously
8-minute drive, 28-minute walk.
I was fascinated.
I know I'm fat and not darker than Sean Combs, but I'm incredibly comfortable wearing a swastika.
It's like, buddy, you're looking in the wrong spot. Visually we're your guys.
What if there's a scene where there's a white man outside hoping to get in?
Well, we're gonna see that.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So he finishes the tweet by saying, "Fuck an email address." So
Oh,
That's where they get you.
good on him. And so I went.
Oh yeah.
Join us on the Discord for late breaking
no.
things such as this.
My God.
I just kind of cased the joint, and all I saw when I went, because I sat outside the gate for about 20 minutes, didn't see anybody come in or out of the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out I was on the wrong side of the gate, which we'll get to in just a
Do
moment.
not hire Rivers as your
A private detective.
investigator.
No,
he's
no.
not gonna
Your
help
wife
you.
is gonna cheat successfully.
Yeah. All I saw was a paparazzi guy who had brought his own stepladder and was trying to take pictures over the gate.
Sure.
One pap and then 3 like dirty kids, like teenagers, just kind of like hanging around being like, yeah, man.
Were they fat?
No,
Okay.
they were just like they I think they were on skateboards. They were
Oh,
like
they were just
they were
teens.
like skateboard children.
They weren't wannabe swastika teens.
No,
Got
they
it.
were clearly like this
throwing
is
a can at the sign.
They were like, this is a freak show, and it's Saturday, and I'm a child.
They
Where
wanted
else would
to
I
see
go?
Kanye.
Yeah,
they
they wanted to
thought
see
Kanye
Kanye.
was going to be there.
Well, so I didn't. I was there Saturday. I was like, I guess nothing's happening. So I sat for about 20 minutes.
That wasn't the first time you went there. Either.
Yeah, well, I went back and checked again. I went to the store Sunday. I went back Sunday and just drove around the block.
Tenacious.
So you did check the other entrance eventually.
Well, I drove around, but I didn't see anybody when I went
Okay.
there. Now, that is where we pick up with Sam.
The man you do want as your private
Yeah,
investigator.
Sam will get a picture of Hole when you're cheating.
the band.
if that's what you want me to investigate.
Is this
Yes.
your wife?
Is this your wife? I don't have any other lenses.
Yeah, can you pull back? I can't even tell. It just looks like an
Look,
angry, angry brown
She looks
mark.
like
Look,
she's.
if I recognized that, I wouldn't be hiring you.
It just looks like a sarlacc pit. I can't tell.
I'd know her smile
that's
anywhere. Yeah, so,
Sam got in.
Sam went on foot.
Oh man.
It's easier to sometimes when you go in a car, you
Yeah.
don't see all the details.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I did
miss a lot
have,
of
And I
nuance.
do think there might have been a difference on the days we went.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
yeah, well, because when I went on, because you went Sunday afternoon, I went Sunday morning and just
No,
kinda-
I went yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I went.
That was
I
my
guess I did
understanding.
go Sunday, and then that's what it was. I went Sunday. Monday, I drove around the block, and then later you went. This is what
Well,
happened.
the people comfortable with a swastika are busy on Sunday. That's a church day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sunday
yeah.
service, man. SS, get into it.
Also, I mean, like, there is a certain authority that comes with walking in this city where people are like, why the fuck are you doing that? He's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like, if you pull up in a car, people are like, get out of here, tourist. If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
walking, they're like,
Oh, it was funny while I was
you're the
sitting
manager.
there. While I was sitting there, a guy did drive by blasting the song "Homecoming." So I was like, okay, that
Maybe
guy.
he knows.
Oh,
Maybe
he
knows.
definitely knew. Yeah, there's no other reason to be on this street because it is the building. The address is Beverly Boulevard, but the entrances are on the little side street. So there's no other reason to be cruising past.
And that
this
and
place.
that did make it a little hard to find.
Yeah.
I saw that it's 4317 Beverly Boulevard
Okay.
is where they're doing it. I couldn't find the address, but I did find across the street was 4316.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
nice.
was like, this has to be it. And when I
Right.
was walking by they've painted over the windows right now.
Yeah.
In this place, which
Sure.
normally, according to some pictures Rivers found, it doesn't always look like that.
Yeah.
But I start hearing loud music
Okay.
through that, and I'm like, well,
Germans
the likelihood,
I was gonna say,
the likelihood.
Deutschland,
this is-
Deutschland.
Ride my dick like a carnival.
So this was before I had confirmed it was the actual location. So I was like, that's perhaps it. You know?
Sure.
What?
Because on Google Maps, it's an abandoned auto garage.
Sure.
Yeah, they don't have a.
They don't
and
have a
it's-
new picture.
It's actually like a event hall.
It's
I think
yeah.
it
I
looks
think
like.
it's a studio, is what it looks like. 'Cause
Okay.
it's got like the kind of rounded off ceilings, vaulted ceilings, but with this kind of like wooden sort of lattice pattern that's for like sound absorption.
Yeah.
So I think it's a studio, is what it's meant for.
Do you think they have like a test swastika shirt? And like you go in, he's like, all right, put on the swastika.
You have
now
que-
vibe to my music.
you have questions. I have answers. But
Okay, so I hit the corner.
Yeah.
See 4 guys, all dark complexion like Sean Combs.
Okay.
yeah.
Sure.
Dressed in all black, hoodies and pants, black shoes.
Oh my god, that guy's fat.
See, and I want you to notice.
That
I want you-
motherfucker's fat.
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Don't tell him that.
he's gonna get told.
And this is a conspiracy theory on my part.
Yeah.
But I think these guys are being paid to be there.
Yeah.
To make it appear as if there are people
Who want to
in
do
line.
this? Who are
Yeah.
willing to do this?
Kanye's gonna come out and be like, "You hired a fat guy."
Just forget it. Forget the whole thing.
He's not like gonna, he's not feel bad about you. Like he's not
Well, let's-
he's not super fat, but by the standards of Kanye West,
Right. An insane person.
an insane person who is like, "This is my wife. She doesn't wear clothes."
Well,
Like,
here's here's another reason I think they were paid to be there, because none of them wanted to be on camera.
No,
if
no,
you
they
were
didn't.
if you were at an audition in L.A.,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have an issue with somebody walking up and being like, "What are you doing? What's
Yeah.
going on with this? How's the audition line?"
I don't know. You've got kind of the vibe you're about to be like, "Why are you here? Are you about to meet a 13-year-old? I'm gonna slap you." Like, you
yeah.
got really comparing.
No, because these guys, when I'm filming this, they had already seen me interact with
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
four different people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
Are you a documentarian hired by Ye?
We should just hear a little clip.
hear it.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this is
these
the
are the first
this
guys.
is the first people. So this is right when Sam
There are
walks
more
up.
people documenting it than auditioning.
Well, yeah. Well, let's don't jump to conclusions.
Yeah. Let's see what these guys have to
I
say.
believe you,
So these are the
Carlo.
first 2 people Sam encounters.
What's up? You guys here for the audition as well?
So one of them is white passing man with
Looks ex-military.
kind of ex-military. Sort of looks like I don't know. He's got
Suspicious male pattern.
Yeah.
male pattern baldness. Yeah, and then the other guy
Wearing a
hanging out.
bat-
He's
wearing a-
suspicious bald.
And he's wearing a backpack. He's wearing
You need
a
to let go of
backpack.
that front.
It's funny because his front bald spot looks like Hitler's mustache.
Kind of looks like Hitler. Wow.
He's like, I'm undercover. I'm only Hitler right here on my forehead.
It's kind of a Rorschach test going on.
And then the other guy's a black guy wearing a tie-dye hoodie
Damn.
And some cool glasses.
and a high-top fade.
I was trying
Play
to.
style.
I don't really know what's good. I've been out here for about an hour now.
Yeah, you're just hoping to see Ye.
Oh, he's here?
Probably. What's up? Are you guys undercover security for this? Yeah, that's a yes.
Yeah, he starts playing with his face immediately. They've been fucking busted.
Oh,
It's
That
so
guy had such
fucking
hard
funny.
cop face.
And I asked the guy, how's the auditions been going? Have there been people coming? And he said, oh, I don't know. And I said, you don't know? You said you've been hanging out here for an hour.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, I've been on my phone the whole time. And so
I know nothing.
Instantly, I was like, these guys are lying. And then later, I didn't really exactly notice it at the time, but when I walk over to the gate to talk to the other guy, he walks up to him and says something to the other security guy who's dressed in all black.
Yeah.
Oh man.
To let him know that I'm a weirdo or something.
Yeah.
So great.
But I also told those guys I literally don't think Kanye West is here.
Yeah.
And I just want to film what's going on.
I don't think Kanye would come to that.
Oh well,
no.
we were both wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh my God, this is getting spicy.
Oh yeah. So I want to go to the next guy because the gate opens and
For those listening at home to play along, maybe we should include the time marks in the video or something.
We'll
We'll
include
give you
the whole
shit.
thing because
Okay.
the whole interaction of me there isn't that long.
Yeah,
we
no.
can link them to the whole
Okay,
thing.
okay.
There's going to be an edited version of this. This whole shit.
Yeah, it's on the YouTube. In fact, we should cut this with and then put that as the edited version, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're thinking. Now we're cooking with gas. The gate opens and a burgundy Mazda mid-sized vehicle.
Oh shit.
Starts pulling in. So
Which has a lot of body damage. It's
Yes.
been covered up with. It looks like
it's
Bondo and then not painted over.
looks like it's been pelted by crowds. Being
No,
like, get out of here, Nazi
sure.
shithead.
That's not a damaged car. That's a distressed car. That's a sign of high fashion.
patina. It's
And
patina.
also, if you look at the back windows, they're completely blacked out.
Oh,
like you
yeah.
can't see inside at all.
Yeah. So the gate opens, and a pretty large guy, from the looks of it, in a black suit and tie and black tie.
He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, he's big.
He's a bit like you could play football if you wanted to,
Yeah,
but
okay.
you decided to work for Kanye West
Yes.
instead.
Yeah,
Type
yeah.
big motherfucker.
And I love this interaction. And then another a woman who is sort of dressed like a church lady.
Yeah, she's 100% hired because she looks like a church lady.
Yeah.
And
She-
again, I don't know if these people are here every day.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Rivers hit the block earlier, and he didn't see.
I didn't
any of
see
these.
anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see anybody on
So
this side of the
I
building.
do think this might be a North Korea Kim Jong situation where people have been hired to kind of
There's fake
act.
Kanye's.
it's a Potemkin Nazi village.
Well, that's what I
Betrayers.
think. The guys on the street aren't auditioning.
No, they're just.
I think they're being paid to be there. So when Kanye shows up, he goes, "Oh, people are here."
Oh my God! I had not even considered that.
They're
it's-
Truman showing Kanye.
I think that's what's happening.
That's incredible.
Because the guys didn't want to seem like they were actually auditioning at all.
yeah.
And
that's holy shit. Because when you proposed that theory, I thought you were saying like Kanye had hired them to make people think that.
No.
people
I mean,
were excited.
that's another
So-
possibility
No, but
too.
They're
So that-
emotional crisis actors.
So,
So
before that, like
funny.
all the responses to his tweets have been like, "That's hilarious." Kanye continues to kill it. Like, he's just living in this bubble of like he's been killing it.
That's what they're
nonstop.
doing on their phone. They're flipping back and forth between Twitter accounts, being like, "You go, yay, we love you."
Also, when I walk up, and maybe this doesn't prove anything, they're all on their phones like they're bored as shit,
Yeah.
not even talking to each other, and they're very close to each other. So it's one of those things like. They're like coworkers who are like, our conversation's done for the day.
Yeah.
Let's fucking play on our phones. We're just
Dude.
standing here.
I mean, how, to be fair to them, like, how long could you stay pumped in line to wear a swastika?
and here's another thing though.
The adrenaline wears off. You're like, what
Hopefully,
am I doing here? Yeah.
hopefully they at least text them when Kanye is arriving,
Like,
so they can pop up again.
At least when you wear a normal swastika, you get to stand in an organized line.
right.
You know?
Yeah,
I did notice when the gate opens and I get a peek inside, and I wasn't really trying to film in. I wasn't trying to seem like I was a fucking weirdo who was trying to.
I don't want to
I
seem
could-
like what I am.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to seem like an even bigger like paparazzi. Like, oh my god, I need to run in and meet Kanye.
Sure,
I didn't
sure.
want to come off as like a threat or anything.
you know, a run of the mill pap.
But you could see, you can see a couple people in all black sitting down.
Yeah.
Maybe waiting back there or something.
Yeah.
Again, everyone here seemed like an employee of Kanye or an employee of someone working with Kanye.
Right,
Like
right.
the person in this car just gets waved in. They don't really check her documents too much.
Yeah, she
Church
was-
lady just comes out and goes, "Let her in."
Let's hear from the big guy.
Call her again, man. How's everything going? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just gonna check this out. I was wondering what was happening. I saw this online. They're doing like an audition thing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
Can I audition?
No, sorry.
Why not?
You don't fit the description.
You don't fit the description,
Sure,
so
sure.
yep.
Yeah.
Fucking
And then-
discrimination.
And then here comes the church lady.
Legally, you have to let me audition and then tell me no.
Barcode and look at it for yourself.
I mean, I saw the criteria.
Also love he's got a fake badge on his belt.
It might be real. This guy, I mean,
Also, you can't tell a guy with a swastika to recognize Title VI.
Well, this guy.
Well, you're like, what are you going to discriminate against me?
Well, there's a moment.
Yes, we are.
There's a moment coming up too where you can see these people are not comfortable with the swastika.
Oh yeah. This is the best part, Sam. This is what this. I don't know if you'll be able to top this in 2025. This is the fucking greatest.
It's okay. I understand there's like, but I've been to acting before. They still let you audition and then they just tell you no.
I've been to acting.
The criteria in extremely thirsty.
Uh-huh. Well, here's my idea. I'm kind of like a Jesus-looking guy. A little bit. People tell me that. What about this idea? Jesus with a swastika.
Sam,
What the fuck?
that's fucking amazing.
Dude, that is unreal.
And that's not
Thinking on your fucking toes. Sorry, thinking in your sandals.
Well, this was the thing. I had already thought of this idea, like saying this, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to get to talk to anyone. I was literally just expecting to show up and there be no one. So when I got this opportunity, I was like, oh, thank God. I was going to do it to the big guy at first, but then she came out.
She's like
She's so not excited about this
Dude, you
conversation.
planted your feet and delivered it.
Oh yeah.
Wait for her, like,
Well,
the camera gets shaky because I took my other hand off it and started referencing towards my chest, like that's where the swastika would go.
well, you should have drawn stigmata. And
well, and they always say, when you have your elevator pitch, you should always have a second pitch. So,
Absolutely. No.
here we go.
Jesus dressed like Hitler.
Okay.
This is where
The
you realize.
security-
This is where you realize.
really need to watch the YouTube because
I'm gonna put. I'll
the
put this.
security guard.
I'm gonna put the screenshot of this up on the screen for our
When you
Patreon
say
people.
Jesus-
Everybody's face when he says that is so fucking good.
the giant linebacker guy is walking right past, and he just turns and looks with a scorn I've never experienced.
Well, this is what they have like a split second moment of clarity where they both realize that me saying that isn't that like far off from what they're doing.
yeah, it's like, what are you trying to compromise the integrity of this that we're on?
All three of these guys waiting too.
Oh,
They all heard it and they're just like, oh god.
I think they're also about ready for like Sam to pop off and do something else that's crazy.
Can you give me the next 5 seconds of this guy's facial reaction?
Oh yeah,
They're both good.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, he goes through that gate.
When he
is-
touches that gate, I would have run.
No, and his face gets worse. It gets more like it gets more of like a oh shit, what am I doing? Look.
I don't know. But we're not promoting Hitler.
right there. He's having a moment in his life where he's like, God damn it.
Like, what the fuck am I doing?
I'm having to work at a job where we tell people we don't promote Hitler.
We're gonna promote Hitler.
No, support. She,
No, he said promote.
Oh, she said promote?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so
yeah.
funny. I thought she said
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would be good.
I don't know. But we're not promoting Hitler.
Oh, my God.
It's just a swastika.
What's the thing is something that's a different representation. Yeah.
Different representation. Yes.
Well, and then I hit him
Like in the-
again. Hit him one more time with what
like
the
the
next
Hindu
couple seconds.
version?
oh
are.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Jesus could still wear a swastika.
She
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, man.
And knowing what we know now, and they probably didn't because they're cowards, but they could have gone and pitched this to Ye.
Yeah.
Minutes after this.
Yeah, hear me out. What if we crucified Jesus on a swastika?
We've got one outside right now. It looks just like him.
First of all, it'd have to have P. Diddy complexion.
Yeah.
There's
it'd be-
P.
it would
Diddy
be-
complexion Jesuses.
It would be more powerful to crucify white Jesus on a swastika.
Oh
It's true.
my god.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
it would
now
be
I
like-
lose my job. Okay.
So
This is all this podcast is gonna be used, split up and used for AI. we're done after this. We're cooked after this.
so Sam puts
Which is
this
why
video-
my name is Kevin Anderson.
So Sam puts this up, and I watched it, and obviously was over the moon. Was fucking great. And I texted Sam, and I was like, based on how weird all of this is, I was like 51. It's almost a coin flip, but 51% of me thinks Kanye is in there.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
hell no. There's
Yeah.
no way. In retrospect, it makes so much sense that he was actually there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
needed the freak show going on
I kind
to
of-
fully
Yeah.
be Kanye.
I kind of thought like the casting call kind of was the quote unquote art project
It is.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like, so he'd have to be there, right?
Yeah, well, so
I didn't think he was going to be there every single day from 10 to 6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good news,
Maybe the last day.
the good news for confirmation purposes is that Kanye West cannot stop, posting things on
Sure.
social media, and I was able to get a photograph of what the inside of that studio looks like. And I mentioned the ceiling has this very intricate, like lattice kind of sound dampening pattern that makes it instantly recognizable. And so that is when I went over and Kanye posted a photograph of the inside of this studio. It's the same
Is
studio.
it the red swastika
and
studio?
the tweet just says headquarters.
Yeah, it looks.
Whoa.
And we'll put this up right here. Maybe
It looks like the final action sequence of a Captain America movie.
Yeah, totally, dude. Except whatever the Red Skull insignia is, it's close to a swastika. Dude,
Yeah,
that is
What do you
fucked.
think? And the thing is that jobs are hard to come by these days.
Yeah.
Not clearly talking to those people, not everyone agrees with what
Yeah.
the fuck is
No.
going on.
I mean-
what were the guys who put this shit up? These Nazi neon signs.
Okay,
What the
so-
fuck were they
expert?
thinking?
I have a feeling that those look like projectors, not.
Oh,
LED.
yeah.
okay.
Those look like really expensive, like laser projectors.
yeah, and that might be true, but Kanye West's new chain is definitely not.
Oh wow!
And
with Nick
And
Fuentes.
Rivers accurately
What
called
the
this the
fuck?
unsnatchable chain.
This is the unsnatchable chain because it's immediately you immediately
Wow.
know whose it is and you don't want it.
Yeah.
It's both on top of it.
Oh my God in heaven!
Look at Nick Fuentes, like, sure.
Yeah. So yeah, he
Who do
posts,
you get to like?
And this was on the day. This was the day I went.
yeah.
This was happening inside while I was talking to the ex-military
Yeah.
security.
So and you notice the background. That's
Yeah.
the same roof. Like he was in there with known white
I'm
supremacist
not
Nick Flint.
I'm not trying to be problematic, but aren't the most famous diamond dealers all Jewish?
I mean,
Like who made your chain?
I was thinking. I was
Maybe
like,
got from TV Johnny in Houston.
Oh, I forgot.
Vietnamese guy.
it's like definitely not a Jacob job.
He's like, no, it's okay. It's the old reason.
Yeah.
I like the old swastika.
Well, I mean, it's almost a thing as a
Jesus.
as the Jewish jeweler. You're like, oh yeah, actually, it costs like $3 million.
Right,
for that. I could definitely make it for you.
Oh, I tried my little light that I used to make it cracked. It's gonna be $5 million now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My loop, my irreplaceable loop broke.
Man, it really just shows you how cowardly every comic who's like, you can't say anything these days is.
Yeah.
It's just like Kanye's like, no, I can say swastika. I can have a jeweled out swastika.
I can ruin my whole career.
Jesus fucking
Oh,
Like a million
Christ.
times over, but holy shit.
Also,
His face looks like it is like is eggy and is like aged like by like fucking.
Oh well,
Ugh.
he's rotting from the inside out now. Which is,
literally because he got his teeth all replaced and then he put in these like giant diamond grills and they're all infected and he's addicted to nitrous oxide.
Wait,
like,
his grills are infected?
oh yeah, look at his fucking cheeks, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Jesus
dude.
Christ.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Was he, obviously had, injury to his jaw, famously, from through the wire, and then just over the years, he's been getting his teeth pulled, and they put in this giant fucking diamond grill, and got him hooked up to nitrous oxide, which he
Oh,
is
shit.
currently very addicted to.
It's weird to see him with Nick Fuentes or Sig Kyle.
Yeah. Damn.
Do you think Nick Fuentes?
Go and throw that mic across the room.
That's it. Come on. That's a good one.
You did it. That's great.
Sig Kyle?
You
Come on,
earned it.
guys.
Yeah.
Let me take a lap.
Nick Fuentes could have been in the back of that shitty Mazda.
Yeah.
It was that blacked out.
Yeah.
They're like, no one's gonna suspect he's in here.
Oh, man.
Deutschland Uber Alex.
It's also great that they did actually have a Nazi coordinator to be like, okay, well, this is how you do
right,
that?
yeah. Like an intimacy coordinator.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So all that is, and as we're recording this, obviously our listeners are hearing it a week later. But I mean, it's happening right now, fellas. We could do a little field trip after this.
When I
my
did the
God.
stream, I encouraged other people to go just to film and freak them out. And I think You could.
I would,
you
but
could-
I literally have to go home and make a sandwich. I can't today. Yeah, my ankle is really killing me.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Man,
The thing is, if you walk there, they can't get your license plate.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
But hey, if they get my license plate, that might be my big shot. They trace it down. They're like, ooh, that
Sure.
guy.
man, and the grand dystopia I never saw coming when I was in like a freshman in college, listening to College Dropout in my car and skipping class and being like, man.
That was
This guy is the future. Really just the journey he's taken me.
Oh
on.
yeah,
I thought this was going to be like Kenny Chesney doing this.
well, that was one of the things.
No, not Kenny Chesney. Absolutely not.
Not
Come
Kenny?
on.
Oh,
Come on,
all
that
right.
No, this is Keith Urban. This is Keith Urban.
Yeah, this is
All right,
urban
that's fair.
behavior, not our beloved acorn-headed homunculus Kenny Chesney. But no, Sam and I were texting about this where it was like, imagine a Kanye West music video casting call 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The fucking street would be shut
Yeah, there would have been a
down.
riot.
Yeah, there would have been a goddamn riot, especially in this fucking neighborhood where nothing happens ever. So that's
Nothing like that.
no, certainly nothing like that. And now it's paparazzi, me, Sam, 3 dirty kids, and then a bunch of guys that got paid to be there. That's it. That's the whole turnout. So anyway, that's the all
And then
the Kanye
there was
news.
4 guys dressed in black, and then only one of them was smart enough to be sitting in a way with his hoodie over his face where no one could see who he was.
Yes, yeah,
The
yeah.
others were just standing there. No, they didn't want their faces filmed, of course.
And that person was Kanye, and then
Yeah.
he winks and disappears.
that'd be great.
Imagine being Sean Combs in prison right now and being like, who's speaking up for me?
Oh no, he put P Diddy on a recent track
With
that he
his
released.
daughter!
Yeah, with his daughter, where he's talking to him on the phone, and he's just like, "Thanks, man. You're the only one who's supporting me." I was like, "Okay, let's."
Fresh off of her turn.
So what have you been up to,
blanking.
Kanye?
Yeah, yeah. Anything I should know about? They don't really let me watch the news too much.
How's your fashion line going?
Oh yeah, well, yeah. That's the Kanye West news from East Hollywood, folks.
Incredible, guys. Thank
Jesus.
you.
Just
I was going to hit you up and be like, what are we going to talk about? But by God, thank you for the surprise.